Jack London, The Story of Keesh, Part 3. I minded to build me an igloo, he said one day to Kloshkwon and a number of the hunters. It shall be a large igloo, wherein Aikiga and I can dwell in comfort. Oh, they nodded gravely. But I have no time. My business is hunting, and it takes all my time. So it is. But just that the men and women of the village who eat my meat should build me my igloo. And the igloo was built accordingly, on a generous scale which exceeded even the dwelling of Klosh Kwan. Kish and his mother moved into it, and it was the first prosperity she had enjoyed since the death of Bok. Nor was material prosperity alone hers, for because of her wonderful son and the position he had given her, she came to be looked upon as the first woman in all the village. And the women were given to visiting her, to asking her advice, and to quoting her wisdom when arguments arose among themselves or with the men. But it was the mystery of Kish's marvelous hunting that took chief place in all their minds. And one day Ugh Gluk texted him with witchcraft to his face. "It is charged," Ugh-Gluk said ominously, "that thou dealest with evil spirits, wherefore thy hunting is rewarded." "Is not the meat good?" Kish made answer. "Has one of the village yet to fall sick from the eating of it? How dost thou know that witchcraft be concerned? Or dost thou guess in the dark merely because of the envy that consumes thee?" And Uggluk withdrew, discomfited, the women laughing at him as he walked away. But in the council one night, after long deliberation, it was determined to put spies on his track when he went forth to hunt, so that his methods might be learned. So on his next trip, Bim and Bon, two young men, and of the hunters, the craftiest, followed after him, taking care not to be seen. After 5 days they returned, their eyes bulging and their tongues a-tremble to tell what they had seen. The council was hastily called in Kloshkwan's dwelling, and Bim took up the table. "Brothers, as commanded, we journeyed on the trail of Kish, and cunningly we journeyed so that he might not know. And midway of the first day he picked up with a great he-bear. It was a very great bear." "None greater," Bon corroborated, and went on himself. Yet was the bear not inclined to fight, for he turned away and made off slowly over the ice. This we saw from the rocks of the shore, and the bear came toward us, and after him came Kish, very much unafraid, and he shouted harsh words after the bear, and waved his arms about and made much noise. Then did the bear grow angry and rise up on his hind legs and growl, but Kish walked right up to the bear. "Hey, Bim," continued the story. "Right up to the bear Kish walked, and the bear took after him, and the Kish ran away. But as he ran, he dropped a little round ball on the ice, and the bear stopped and smelled of it, then swallowed it, and Kish continued to run away and drop little round balls, and the bear continued to swallow them up. Exclamations and cries of doubt were being made, and Ugh Gluk expressed open unbelief. With our own eyes we saw it, Bim affirmed, and Bone Owl with our own eyes, and this continued until the bear stood suddenly upright and cried aloud in pain and thrashed his forepaws madly about. And Kish continued to make off over the ice to a safe distance, but the bear gave him no notice, being occupied with the misfortune the little round balls had rose within him. Ow! Within him, Pim interrupted, for he did claw at himself and leap about over the ice like a playful puppy, save from the way he growled and squalled. It was plain, it was not play but pain. Never did I see such a sight. Nay, never was such a sight seen. Bone took up the strain, and furthermore, it was such a large bear. Witchcraft, Uglook suggested. I know not, Bone replied. I tell only of what my eyes beheld, and after a while the bear grew weak and tired, for he was very heavy, and he had jumped about with exceeding violence, and he went off along the shore ice, shaking his head slowly from side to side and sitting down ever and again to squeal and cry.